A lot of roster changes. As you guys know, NRG just completely left the scene. It's just GG's for NRG. Like, they dropped all their content creators for Apex. They dropped their roster. So Apex is not, let's say, in a great spot for year 4 right now. I know it is rumored that there's many other orgs that are thinking about leaving as well, from what I've heard. I actually have no confirmation on which one's true and which one's not. I just know that I've heard that many times already, that there's a chance some other orgs do leave, which will be really bad. Like, really bad, if we're being honest. If we lose another tier 1 org, I would say it's just like a really devastating hit for Apex Legends. Because you can't forget, Apex and NRG are kind of like, I don't know, the way I think about it, bro, is like COD and FaZe. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I just see those like very, very similarly. And it's like one of the OGs. Yeah, it's like COD and Optic. It's like COD and FaZe, you know, all that shit. So seeing like NRG leave is definitely a code red. I don't think people really understand how much of a code red that is, but it is a code red for sure, without a doubt. I definitely think that means like immediately changes should happen. NRG is now gone, and there were tons of roster changes. And like, when I mean tons of roster changes, I mean like tons of roster changes. And I'm pretty sure from the rumors that I've heard that we're not even close to being done yet with the roster changes. That's something to look out for sure. I know Surdell gets dropped from KCP, and Zane leaves the Pioneers. So he's no longer with Nosuke. He is looking for a team and willing to even relocate for a spot somewhere, which is also very interesting. Do I think North American orgs right now have money to bring in a player from a different country? Probably not. But, you know, Complexity, Monsoon is looking for 2. And Monsoon tweeted something like, can we please get better like relationships between orgs and Apex? Which I have no idea if that means Complexity's now out. I have no fucking idea. So Complexity could be fucking gone. I have no fucking clue. I don't know if he talked about it on stream or not, but that's always a chance. Blackhand released their whole roster. So that literally probably the best performance Blackhand's ever seen. They now probably can't afford their roster, if I had to guess. Not like Blackhand's a tier 1 org. They probably can't afford their roster. And now they're parting ways with their whole fucking roster. And now that team is looking for org, but there's no money right now in esports or in Apex. So it's like, what the fuck? I have no idea. Like, if I had to guess, Blackhand performed well, probably asked for more money, and probably didn't really, you know, probably can't afford them. You know what I mean? If I had to guess. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's probably right. NRG leaves Apex. They have no fucking roster now, and they're completely done with Apex. Yeah. So we are witnessing a lot. There's just tons of shit going down, man. I don't know. And there's a lot more rumors that I can't say at all that's now being circulated throughout the competitive Apex side of things. I have no idea what's going to happen. I've heard some pretty fucking crazy rumors, let me just say. And if some of these are real, I have no idea what the fuck's going to happen, like at all. I didn't sign an NDA, but it's not my, I didn't sign an NDA, but it's also not my place to talk about, you know, other people's roster changes without it being confirmed. I'd be very surprised if DZ left as an org. DZ has put so much into Apex this last year that them leaving would be like very surprising to me. Like very, very surprising, you know? You can't put that much money in then back out the next year. I mean, you can. I'd just be surprised if they did that, you know what I mean? Jen and Zero get their visa denied and now join Moist. Zainu becomes IGL and makes a young boy team. The fuck are you on about? That's a hell of a rumor to start. Noko 5 minutes ago just asked Sweet to IGL. I don't think Sweet would IGL Noko. I think what Sweet's going to want, and I don't know, I think Sweet wants 2 control players. I haven't listened to any of his streams or anything like that, but if I had to guess, it's probably going to be 2 control players, right? Like, let's be honest. He probably wants 2 fucking controller demons to put in fucking place, stuff like that. So him staying with Guild, I think would be really good. The only thing I want to change within Sweet, IGL, and Guild is to give more confidence to Guild. That's it. I feel like when they first started, Guild and Sweet were like he was very confident in Guild. Then Guild started messing up a little bit and the confidence kind of just like went downhill a little. But I definitely think Sweet with Guild and like another control player could be crazy. It just sucks they won't be doing that underneath the NRG organization. Who knows? Like, I don't know, man. We could have like a couple of really, really top North American teams that are without orgs. It's pretty crazy to think about right now. Because when you think about it, right, the last fucking ALGS, this LAN was by far the most well-received LAN on every angle. The players, okay? The players received this LAN at a much higher standard and a much higher review and more positive reviews than ever before. I think the spectators loved it. They finally finally got good fucking observers. No offense to the old ones. They did fuck all. But these new ones are great. Like amazing from what I've heard, right? And I think the LAN was the most unpredictable when it came to entertainment. So it's like, you think after a LAN like this, everything's on the fucking uprise for Apex. Like this just set a new standard. You're like, oh my God, there's a new standard set. Everything's going to get better. We get back from LAN and fucking now 4 orgs just leave Apex. It's like, okay, now we're seeing that no matter how good a LAN is, what matters the most is EA and the orgs' personal relationship. That's it. That's like the most important thing by far, obviously now. Because it doesn't matter how good a LAN is, nothing like that, right? Who the 4 orgs leaving, I have no idea. It was Noctum dropped their roster, Ascend dropped their roster, NRG, and I think there was one more. I don't know if that means that there's some teams that are not getting picked up again or coming back, but yeah, that's what it seems like. So it's tough. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I really do think, like, I obviously can't say anything. You guys are going to beg me to say things. I literally cannot. But I will tell you personally that I think year 4 Apex will be the best year. And it just fucking sucks that orgs are now leaving before the best year could possibly happen, which is tough, dude. It's definitely tough, for sure. Definitely blows. But I think this is going to be the best year by far. TSM about to win 3 more in a row? I mean, yeah, that's for sure. I generally think that now the gate for Apex wins is just free to TSM. Because there's going to be no other teams that can put the resources and the money like TSM does in Apex. But yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully everything kind of stabilizes before year 4, and we'll go from there. Well, that's the problem, right? Listen, esports is a very complicated thing, okay? It's a very, very complicated, not as simple thing that I wish I understood more before I got into it, but I am learning, like, from literally the people involved directly, like employees of 100 Thieves, employees of CLG that I've learned from, like, how it works. And esports is a money-burning fucking machine. If you are really not setting yourself up for being just sustaining, you are going to lose millions of dollars. Like, that's what's just going to happen. Like, you're going to lose it. Even if there is a little crack in your plan, a little fuck up in your plan, there is a chance to literally lose millions of dollars. And that's why esports is so crazy right now, because so many orgs did lose millions on things they tried and they are now can't handle it anymore. They can't sustain. It's a really, really crazy thing, man. Who knows what the future holds for esports? I'm definitely optimistic, but it's a scary time. It's a scary time, right? COVID put a ton of work into esports and a ton of money into esports because everyone's home watching streams, playing video games. And then ever since that, bro, the bubble got popped. And now everyone's like panicking, right? So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Who the fuck knows? I know Apex year 4 is going to happen, and we'll go from there. That's all I know. But yeah, it's tough, dude. It's tough.